Can you tell us about your character and why you wanted to do this project?
Which is the first read, thank you, the first read of the script, the people involved, sort of flavour of it. It just had a lot of, it takes a lot of elements from other genres and mixes them up in a completely, to my mind, original package, and it was compelling, and it had this sort of thriller element to it. And the sort of paranormal aspect of it really, that sort of develops in the show. That wasn't the most interesting part to me. It was more the characters, the 5 key characters. Because I think ultimately drama is about character, and why we watch them is we want to spend more time with the characters, you know. Like I watch Mad Men, I just want to hang out with those guys for another season. I can't believe it's over, or Breaking Bad or whatever. And because those shows have done such a great job of bringing movies into TV, you know, that's what you have to do now. And I think that's what our goal was. We wanted to be an 8-hour movie. We like to be cinematic, and so it's cool to meet everyone involved and you know, hear their vision and be part of that. Yeah. And that's the end of that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next.
So tell us what's coming up this season.
Oh yeah. That's vodka, by the way. I'm going to rehab right after this. What am I saying?
What's coming up this season?
Oh, so this season's all about hooking you in. This season's all about what the hell's going on. Something's going on. And it's very dangerous, and it's very profound, and it's very, very important in the lives of our key characters, but they're completely separated. As the season goes on, get drawn towards this inevitable collision, which you do not see coming, and it is absolutely fascinating. And the main job of season 1 is to sort of teach you the rules of the world and tell you the story, what's actually going on, who intruders are, what it means to be intruded, what shepherds are, and you sort of get the kind of landscape of it, and then you're like, more. That's what it feels like to watch it.
So I think you're a great villain.
Oh, thank
maybe
you.
Anti-hero. Are you drawn in particular to those types of roles, or is it, you know, all about the writing, all about the story?
Well, no, I mean, those roles are drawn towards me. It's like, I mean, I don't go out of my way to look for any kind of type of role. It is about the project, but it's all about, as well, what they want. You know, I've ended up playing in the sort of anti-hero range a lot recently, which I'm perfectly happy to do, but it's not the summit of my achievement, of my ambition as an actor.
So you've done a lot of TV roles, and it's great to see you on the small screen. For you, do you enjoy working in television more? And if so, why?
Honestly, now, like, there's no difference. Because the visual is so important in TV now. Because what used to be middle-scale independent movies are now long-form storytelling on Netflix, on AMC, on BBC America. I mean, you get a lot of the movie kind of sensation. And now we have bigger TVs, it feels almost like a movie. And movies now have to be gigantically enormous, and with huge explosions and computer generated effects. I'm hoping that's not the end of the road for movies, and then we can come back from TV a little bit, but right now it feels like that's where stories are sort of, well, interesting stories are going to TV.
Do you find yourself getting surprised, like with some of the scripts, and like excited to see what's going to happen with your character next, right? Or with the story?
Oh yeah. No, I mean, yeah. It's really good writing, really interesting, and we couldn't wait to find out what was happening. So they you know, kept us in the dark because they kind of have to. Stuff gets leaked now. You know, we all get script with watermark pages. You know that every page has James Frain on it, just in case I give it to someone, put it online, and then I'll probably get assassinated. They would do. It's that dangerous. BBC America are terrifying.
Any challenges?
Well, I mean, the main challenge of this role was really sort of find out who is the human being behind the apparent psychopath. I mean, he's not a psychopath. He kills people, and he kills people in a sort of very insouciant way. And you're kind of like, what's up with this guy? Who's that? And basically, they sort of peel back the layers of the eye, and it's much more complicated and interesting and full of history and interrelationship with other characters. And you know, to answer the question, it was like, and now more. What? He does what? Oh, I like that. That's good. And so be excited to, you know, can't wait to do that scene. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun doing, you know, paranoid thrillers.
Can you talk about working with Tara and John, and maybe your favorite moment or scene so far?
Well, the thing is, Mira and John and I don't really occupy the same storyline until right at the end.
Okay.
So I think me and John, I can't say anything, it's a spoiler.
Okay.
Me and Mira, our stories do collide in a really interesting way. But she's taught you what the intruders are and all that stuff. So, and the people that protect them are the shepherds. You heard a little bit of that. So I'm a shepherd, and I have to protect some of our intruders who are inside the characters of our other leading players. It's not so dark. Don't scare people off. There's good business.
That's how he gets sort of drawn into misery, and then Tori Kittle's
I'd love to go on a big vacation. Wouldn't that be nice? At the end of it, go, I'm sorry, I have to go to Bali. That is just, I'm spent. Yeah. Should have got that in my contract. It's too dark. It's killing me, man. It's, I don't find it hard to leave the character at work. No. I think it's really healthy to leave it behind. But I'm always up for a holiday.
Do you believe in paranoia? Yeah.
Oh, you know.
The last question.
Here's the thing.
He's terrific. He's a wonderful actor and a wonderful acting partner.
If a paranormal event happens to you, and I know people who have experienced these things, and they're sane people, and I trust them, but I haven't experienced that, so I don't believe in it, even though other people have. So it's like, if a poltergeist wants to appear, I'm perfectly happy to believe it. You got to earn it for me to believe in you.
Maybe, but I think
Feel me?
okay. Like that.